You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I think that's a good time to take a small little break. Let me get up and walk around for a bit, but that was an interesting thing. I'll be back in a sec. There you go, Kea. I'm doing the thing. We've been trying to make it so that way we actually break up VODs hour by hour for highlights and whatnot. So yeah, every like hour or so, I'm going to start taking breaks when it, makes sense. Yes, it is healthier. But yeah, that was an interesting thing to experience. So I guess the goal here is we must continue acquiring princesses. And we do that by possibly doing different things every time we go down there?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. You gotta work your glutes so you don't get clots. Here guys, how about we do this time? Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path.
Lead into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is all...
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the...
Into the basement.
The door to the basement...
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
This is different.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy... She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Still your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Alright, just go for it. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
That was easy.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
The light from her eyes
But
left.
it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind
Princesses
you.
don't have hearts. Well, we'd be fucked.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Sleep.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Go us.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
What the heck?
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
This is bullshit. That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Bullshit.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Is it time to use the blade?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
When using the blade, kill us, wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you. Well, people die when they are killed.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Yeah, I think I'd go insane if I just stayed in this little cabin forever.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get the hell out of here. You're right. I didn't like that idea. We're just going to stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer. What happens if I do that?
What a relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
I don't know, I'm
The
happy.
little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Oh, yeah, good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What the heck was that? Didn't you hear the narrator? Maybe I'm not happy. I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked
Good.
to.
Because I have a blade. I can hear.
Yeah,
He's
okay,
right. Do you
that's the
hear?
same.
Do you not? Don't you?
Anything to get us to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Oh, she's been dead for a while.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
That was fast.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Chapter 2 of The Spectre. That's a different
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay her.
We heard that before. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no, but I killed myself. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
What's this?
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. Let's say for a moment that you died last time. Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Yeah.
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
Yeah, you wanted me to live in the void.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to
We
me
already
like you're
heard
making
that.
the wrong... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Dang. Okay.
Just stay focused, will you?
Let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end.
Yeah.
But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
We got one happy ending and it was just a piece of paper.
Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Living happily ever after doesn't sound bad. It's the fact that we lived in a void and did nothing. Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
You say the world. Are we talking about apparently just this cabin?
People locked her in that basement.
Okay, why couldn't they slay her?
I'm not supposed to say, oh, of course we're special. I've told you everything you need. This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
All right. Proceed to the cabin. I haven't tried just leaving.
Before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat,
Yeah, we heard that
she will
before.
she won't be a problem.
I like the voice of the cold. It's just very matter of fact. We can do this. No problem. Is the cabin going to be different this
The
time?
interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air.
All right.
Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already. That's
See if
because
anyone
there
says
isn't
it.
a mirror.
Nope.
There's definitely... There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this. As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I want to see how handsome I am. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess.
Yes, I have.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You
And it's
reach
gone.
forward and rub your hand, but it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Alright, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement
this is definitely
groans
different.
open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I agree this time. This is
The
disgusting.
room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step,
There she
the
is,
form of the
dead.
princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to
What?
finish your thought,
Oh.
the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two
Oh.
deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Looks kind of happy.
And finally,
Hi.
the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
The narrator's like, what the heck?
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I guess possess us. Haunt us.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I had some issues with how our last meeting went.
Oh, I like the voice that's going on here and the way the text looks now.
The princess drifts across the
Oh.
room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Okay.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Okay.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
She's a ghost. How? How are we supposed to do that? Like, I'm gonna say wait and see how things play out this time, just to see. Because I feel like this just isn't gonna work.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
This is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. You want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. Sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported? It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world. I was told you were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? Okay, team. I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do, is there? I guess I'll just get going. Just leave.
We could always try violence. It's worked for us so far. She's a ghost. Who says ghosts are immune to violence? Common sense? There's nothing common or sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter. Fine, then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us. I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then? We could always ask her what she wants. Oh, for the love of... Don't do that. Whatever she wants, it will end the world.
And whatever we do that you want us to do, it ends the world too.
Is that really so bad? Yes, it is by its very definition bad. But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution, is it?
Yeah. Let's see, where was that one we can ask her what she wants to do? I'm sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you?
Of course there is. You can give me the only thing I've ever wanted. A way out of this basement. The place won't let me leave.
What?
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
This wouldn't have happened if we knew what handsome we were, yeah.
Can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not.
What the hell was that?
Is she asking if she can possess us?
Don't do that again.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
No, it's very nice that she's being nice about it and asking
Would she
me.
be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
Oh.
I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
If I let you win, do I still get to be in control? Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world. Sounds great. Do it. Let the princess possess you. If the answer is no, I need to think on this.
Sure. Why not?
Oh, okay.
That doesn't sound very reassuring. It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
That was nice. You know, she was like, yeah, you can control the body. He'll leave once we're out of the cabin.
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long, long time.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
What if I say no?
Then I won't hit your rod.
Sit? You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride?
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a but it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
So if I say no, it'll probably be
You
painful.
won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
You know what? Sounds great. Do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Why the music stop?
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
I like making this narrator mad.
See you soon.
I said not to do that again. Or that.
She rushes forward
Oh.
and then she's gone.
Oh.
A sharp chill spreads across your body.
Huh?
It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Ow.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
You said I'd be in control.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Huh? What?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
Most of the time they don't.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Huh.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of
I
you.
skipped the thing.
Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise. Slay the princess. How is this an option here? What do I kill myself?
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Oh, leave the basement. This is another fun spot to save on. Slay the princess. What the hell happens?
Isn't that an interesting idea? I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that? Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made. All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
What do you think you're doing?
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart.
No!
The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
Oh, I like that.
Your skin roils and
her
bucks
hands.
as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
Is this really what you wanted? Do you hate me so much that you would kill yourself just to deny me freedom?
Yes, he would, because he knows what's at stake, and he knows what will happen if you leave this place. I'm not so sure about all of that. Don't be modest. You're a hero.
Do you think I'm just going to stick around while you die? Hell no, I'm leaving.
You can try if you want, but I think this is an end for all of us.
Out, let me out, let me out, let me out!
The princess's form continues struggling to pull itself out of you, but the effort is in vain. You collapse to your knees. Your vision blurs, then starts to fade. And then what happens? I think he's gone. Just like everything else.
Oh, we're in the void now.
Are we dead? I don't know. I don't think so. This is different than it was last time.
Oh. The voices in your head debate amongst themselves. The form of the princess crawls from your body into the vast nothing
Do
surrounding
you
you.
think we're done? Do you?
Oh, goodbye.
She's gone. And there's that mirror again.
Approach the mirror. Princess is a monster too. No, I killed her and then I killed myself while she possessed me. You will get command grabbed.
This
Oh, it's one thing for
doesn't
the
feel
sub.
right. It feels different.
I think.
Final.
Yeah, there it is.
Ignore him.
Okay, here's some reflection. This should all be the same as before. You've grown. That's new. Find yourself in long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You were at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You're the same being as you were before. How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I see. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
This is all done. Do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated
There's
truths.
so many different paths
What I
to
will
take with
be
these.
is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
So, going down paths of things that I haven't done before. Okay. What's she gonna do? Stab you because a voice told her to? Yeah, exactly. Wait. That's what's happening to me. What do you want me to bring to you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
I like that.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
You don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you? She's experienced
If
this
I am
before.
to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
I'm understanding what's going on here.
The task of finding my vessels is your...
Okay. You don't have any preferences.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
And what if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now.
Yeah, we don't want that. You have no need to wait. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time. We will meet again.
That was nice.
You're on a path in the woods.
I've done that before. We're gonna do that again really quick. I want to see what happens if we try to wander out of the cabin when possessed. Or actually, what happens
You
if...
take the blade from
What happens if we say we're not gonna let her take our body?
door to the...
You think she's gonna take it by force and it changes things?
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Let the princess. Oh, look, that top option is... I can't click it. Of course it is. She's dead. This leads to a path that we can't go down anymore, I think. Yeah, look at that. It's gone completely. We can't go down this path anymore. So we can't go down the path that led us to the Spectre. Let's remove the blade.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
She's gonna get up.
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Hey, your teeth changed.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's
Oh.
too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
I made an oopsie.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.